Good morning students. Today we will discuss physical and chemical property of ethers. Ether we can write in two ways, symmetrical or unsymmetrical. If this alkyl group is same, then symmetrical. If this alkyl group is different, then unsymmetrical. This alkyl or aryl type also possible. One side alkyl, other side aryl, and both aryl also possible. So, ethers we can write in different way. So, now we compare first boiling point and further their miscibility or solubility. So, in this carbon oxygen bond, we know polar nature, slightly polarity in the bond due to difference of electronegativity. 3.5 electronegativity of oxygen, carbon is 2.5, so shared electron more near towards oxygen, delta negative and delta positive. So ether has slightly dipole moment, means between ether molecule weak van der Waals force of attraction, but its boiling point is not much affected. Ether's boiling point almost equal to hydrocarbons, but when we compare its boiling point with alcohols, more boiling point. Alcohols have more boiling point due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding. We know in alcohol we can represent like this, intermolecular hydrogen bonding, but in ethers they could not make intermolecular hydrogen bonding, so ethers has lower boiling point. Now we can explain by example. Students, in your NCERT book, the example is given, that one normal pentane, if we write its structure, normal pentane boiling point is given 309.1 Kelvin. Other one, ethoxyethane, its boiling point is given 307.6 Kelvin, means almost equal to hydrocarbon. Normal pentane boiling point is 309.1 and ethoxyethane boiling point 307.6. Although both molar mass almost similar, normal pentane molar mass, if we find its total molar mass, means C5 has 12, then 72. If you write U, then molecular mass. If you write gram unit, then molar mass, gram mole inverse. And ethoxyethane also similar. When we count its total molar mass, then its total molar mass 74, because 74 unified mass if molecular mass and 74 gram mole inverse. When we compare, then this alkane is more boiling point than ether, but generally ether slightly more boiling point. But if we compare with alcohol, means then butanol boiling point is given 390 Kelvin and its molar mass also 74 gram mole inverse. So much difference 390 and 307.6 due to that intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Ether slightly dipole attraction, but that is very weak force of attraction, so it do not affect so much boiling point. But alkane, due to this more surface area, slightly more surface area, so it is slightly larger boiling point. But the difference due to alcohol and ethers, hydrogen bonding. Now students, we discuss miscibility of ether in water. Miscibility means like solubility, because ethers lower members are liquid state, so ethoxyethane miscibility in water is similar to butane 1-ol. That is given in your book. In 100 ml water, miscibility of ethoxyethane is 7.5 gram per 100 ml and 7.5 gram per 100 ml, and butane 1-ol 9 gram. It means almost similar. What are the reason? The reason behind miscibility is hydrogen bonding. We know water structure like this. So they make intermolecular hydrogen bond with water. Due to this structure, they are miscible in water, and alcohol also form intermolecular hydrogen bond with water, so they are miscible. When this size increase, when this alkyl group size increase, this miscibility or solubility is decrease. But students, alkanes are immiscible. What are the reason? Because alkane could not make hydrogen bonding with water. Because in alkane, no hydrogen bonding formation with water. Why? Because what is hydrogen bond? Hydrogen bond is a bond when hydrogen atom comes between two higher electronegative element. So in this alkane, only carbon and hydrogen less electronegative. So it's for making hydrogen bond, we need nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, such type element. So due to this, alkanes are immiscible in water. Ether and alcohols are almost miscible with comparable molar mass. When the size increase, miscibility decrease due to steric hindrance. So in this way we can compare, but ether's boiling point is lower than comparable alcohol, because between two ether molecule there is no hydrogen bonding. They make hydrogen bond with water molecules. Now students, we will understand cleavage of carbon oxygen bond. Means we can write any ether like this, ROR. Means now we will discuss those reaction involved when breaking of this carbon oxygen bond. Both side carbon oxygen bond. So we want to discuss this type reaction. Then this oxygen carbon bond is dissociate. So first reaction, when react ether with HX, means hydrogen halide, means acid. Then what we get the product? This bond is dissociate and HX also dissociate in this way. So we get RX, means alkyl halide, and alcohol In this reaction we get alkyl halide and alcohol. This R may be same or different. Symmetrical ether, if the R is different than unsymmetrical ether. This alcohol, we know alcohol further react with hydrogen halide means HX. Then it's further convert into corresponding alkyl halide and we get water molecule in this reaction. OH and H is dissociate. Ultimately, when any ether react with alkyl halide, then we get 2 mole of alkyl halide. 2 mole alkyl halide. This reaction faster in HX. If the HX is HI, then HBr, HCl, and HF is very weak acid. We know acidic strength increase in descending order when we move in a block, then fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine in this halogen group. When the H is attached, H and F bonds, so these groups are size increase descending in group. So HI is weaker bond, easily dissociate. So HI is most reactive. Then HBr, HCl. HF is very weak acid. So this one is reactivity of alkyl halides. And other one, if this R is different, one is we can represent by using dash, then reaction with hydrogen iodide as a acid. So what happen? Iodide attach which side? If we use 1 mole, then what happen? Then iodide ion attach that side. This alkyl group is smaller size or less substituted. If this one is R is CS3, one R is CS3, other one is C2H5, means like this a ether, methoxyethane, ether. In this methoxyethane, when react with HI, then what product we will get? In this bond is dissociate, both side bond dissociate. First iodide attach methyl side, means that is smaller size. So CS3I and it's convert into ethanol if 1 mole. But this ethanol further react, 1 mole of HI, again it's convert into ethyl iodide plus water. So this reaction occurs through nucleophilic substitution reaction, means SN2 mechanism. If both sides are alkyl group, both sides primary group, less substituted, then iodide ion attach that side, whereas that carbon is smaller size, lesser substituted. So iodine first attach with CH3 and H attach that side, larger size. So we get alcohol. But if reaction medium, this HI concentration is more and high temperature, elevated temperature, then what happen? It's further react with the alcohol and change into alkyl halide and water. Now we will discuss its mechanism. In first step, protonation of ether. So we can explain by one example, that is methoxyethane. In this proton attack on oxygen. This H ion we get from HI, from the acid, and it's convert into oxonium ion. Oxonium ion. So this oxonium ion, oxygen is positively charged, so it's attract electron from carbon oxygen bond. In the meantime, a nucleophile attack backside. So other nucleophile is iodide. Iodide acts as a nucleophile. Its attack backside of this compound, because it is the electron move towards oxygen side, nucleophile attack backside. SN2 mechanism. In SN2 mechanism, we get a transition state. So this carbon, like this situation, iodide is bonded and this bond is dissociate. A transition state formation like this. This one is a slow step. Second order kinetics. In this, nucleophile as well as ether both are responsible. So it is second order kinetics SN2 mechanism, and we get a pentavalent situation. Further then what happen? This oxygen positive, so remove out of the next step, removal of this alcohol, and we get the product is methyl iodide and ethanol. If HI concentration is higher and high temperature, then what happen? In third step, this ethanol further react with HI and further protonation. Ultimately, we get HI and iodide further attack in second step, backside of this carbon. So again we get ethyl iodide and water is removed out. So this one is a SN2 mechanism. First step, iodide ion attached, that carbon has smaller size. So CH3 is smaller size than ethyl group, so iodide attack on CH3 group side. There is due to steric hindrance, this is favorable. But if the temperature is higher and high concentration, so further alcohol also convert into alkyl halide. Another mechanism, if students like the tertiary group, if this is one side is tertiary group, like this type ether, if one side tertiary butyl group, other side only one group. If a particular example like such type ether, then alkyl iodide which side attached? If it's react with HI, then we get different product. If one side is tertiary, then iodide attached on that side, that carbon attached tertiary group. Iodide attached this side and H attached, that is smaller primary side. So now we will explain this condition, and this reaction occurs through SN1 mechanism. In SN1 mechanism, we know when it dissociates, it's formed 3-degree carbocation, that is more stable, and the product is favorable towards product, and iodide ion attached easily on the nucleophile. If one side is tertiary butyl group, other side primary, then halogen atom attached tertiary side carbon. In this first step is protonation. So its abstract a proton from that acid. So in first step protonation, that is slow step. This one is slow step, and electrons attract towards which side? That is from tertiary butyl side. Why? Because this side more electron available due to this group, and if it is dissociate, then we get tertiary carbocation. If we dissociate that side, then we get primary carbocation, that is methyl. So in this reaction we get tertiary butyl carbocation, and other one mole is alcohol, methanol. So this first step, slow step, when Hi, then protonation. After protonation, it is attract the electron towards which side? That side we get stable electrophile, stable carbocation. So this carbocation is planar. In second step, nucleophile kinetic. This one is planar. So iodide can attack any side, it can attack on this side, and it can attack from bottom or top. It is planar geometry. So what happen? We get the product like this, tertiary butyl iodide. This reaction known as SN1 mechanism. In SN1 mechanism, first step is slow step, formation of a carbocation. In then second step, that is fast step, attacking of a nucleophile any side on the top or bottom, and we get the product. Students, if you notice in stereochemistry, then these compounds we get, if the compound is optically active, then the product we get meso compound or D or L, plus minus, means such type compound optically inactive. In alkyl halide chapter, we already discussed that if any compound is optically active and the reaction occurs through SN1 mechanism, we get optically inactive compound, racemic mixture. Racemic mixture by SN1 mechanism, and SN2 mechanism we will get the optically active compound. So this is very important. If one side is tertiary group, then iodide or halide ion attach tertiary side, because that form a stable carbocation. If both side primary and one side smaller size, then iodide halogen atom attach smaller size. If one side is aliphatic, other side aromatic, like this situation. If one side aliphatic, other side aromatic, or a benzene ring, and reaction with Hi, then what product we will get? We know this oxygen aromatic ring bond is partial double bond character. This bond is not dissociate so easily, so this one is bond dissociate. And iodide ion attached on alkyl side and hydrogen attached on oxygen side in this. So this is the reason. Now we will explain this reaction, anisole when react with Hi. When anisole means methoxybenzene react with Hi, what product we will get? You know, students, when oxygen, this lone pair move towards ring, so this oxygen carbon bond is double bond. So aromatic and carbon, this bond is dissociation is more difficult than carbon oxygen aliphatic bond. So this oxygen carbon bond is dissociate, and iodide ion attached on carbon side. Why? Because it is positively charged. Oxygen we know negative charge, so no oxygen side we get hydrogen. So in this reaction, ultimately product is phenol and CH3I. We easily get Hi further do not react with phenol due to the stability of this bond, partial double bond character, sp2 hybridization, this bond is not dissociate because this one is aromatic alcohol. So in this way, students, you should remember, if any ether bond dissociate, if we summarize, both sides are similar or different, then addition of Hi according to their size. If smaller size, then iodide attached that side there is smaller size. If R is one is CS3, other is C2H5, then iodide attached that side smaller size. If a tertiary group, other side is only primary group, then Hi attached which side? That is tertiary side. So in this reaction we can make like this, and COH alcohol. This one is a generalization. Now students, we solve a problem related reaction with hydrogen halide on ether. So in your NCERT book, page number 341, a question is given. Give the major products that are formed by heating each of the following ethers with Hi. So first one given, like this type ether, this ether first, when reaction with Hi, it's react with Hi, what product we will get. Second one, this ether further react with Hi. And third one, what are the product? Three questions are given. So in this, first we have to observe when Hi react, then this side. If you observe, one side is ethyl group, other side is a large group. Means iodide ion both side attach primary group or secondary, then iodide attach that side alkyl group is less substituted. So iodide ion attached on this side and H ion attached on alcohol side. So we get the product in this way. First carbon CH3, alcohol, and this iodide, ethyl iodide or iodoethane. First product is this one, alcohol, and this iodide. In the second ether, if you observe, then this group is primary, means propyl, propoxy, we can say oxygen include in this. If we write its IUPAC name, then we have to start in this way, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is also a substituent, this one is a substituent, means 2 propoxy, 2 methyl and butane, 2 propoxy, 2 methyl butane. But this group is a tertiary group. So iodide ion attached that side. If one side is primary, other side tertiary, then iodide attached tertiary alkyl group. Reason is because it's formed tertiary carbocation and reaction occurs through SN1 mechanism. This reaction SN2, so this is SN1. This one SN2 mechanism. And we get the product in this iodide. We can write like this. other one alcohol. This alcohol. Next, if you observe third one, in this third, one side directly oxygen attached benzene ring and other side benzyl, one side phenyl. So this bond is not dissociate. Why? Because it is partial double bond character. So this side bond is dissociate, this one, and iodide attached on benzyl group side. The product is benzyl iodide and phenol. Such type question comes in your exam. Write the product when react with HI or HBr. You have to observe which side primary or which side tertiary. If any side tertiary, then halide ion attached tertiary side. If both side primary, then we have to less substituted, because this reaction occurs SN2 mechanism, this is SN1. And if one side is directly aromatic system, then halide ion attached towards aliphatic group. This one is aliphatic directly with and H attached on aromatic. This bond is, we can't dissociate due to resonance stabilized double bond character. Now we will discuss electrophilic substitution reaction. In this reaction, if any aromatic ether like this, anisole or any other ether, we can write like this way. Such type ether, if due to this benzene ring, they show electrophilic substitution reaction, that are halogenation, nitration, sulfonation, Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation. But students, ethers are activating group, because lone pair directly attached on oxygen, so it's moved into the ring, and so it's plus R effect. Plus R means electron density increase into ring, and its other name is plus M also, mesomeric effect, resonance effect. So in this we can write its resonating structure like this. First resonance, then further its electron move, then more movement of electron, it can show. Then final, this aromatic ether show 5 resonating structure. In this 5 resonating structure, we observe in these 3 resonating structure at ortho and para negative charge. So we can draw in all the structure resonance hybrid also, like this. In this way negative charge. In this way, ethers are electron donating group, activating group, EDG, electron donating group, activating group, Incoming group occupy ortho and para position. We can say ortho para directing. And electron density increase at ortho and para. If you observe at ortho and para, electron density increase, so electrophile easily can react. But we get para product is major product due to ortho condition has some steric hindrance. So now we will discuss halogenation, nitration, Friedel-Crafts reaction. All reactions we can write, but it's required less if the strong medium we get all the product, means all the position are occupied. If weaker medium, then it's occupy either ortho or para. So ethers are activating group. If we write here ether as a particular example, methoxybenzene, or we can say anisole. Methoxybenzene, its IUPAC name. In this methoxybenzene, if we react with bromine in presence of acetic acid, that is a less polar solvent. So what happen in halogenation means bromination, we need a Lewis acid, that is iron bromide. But due to this activating group, it's no requirement of Lewis acid. It's react, we get the product ortho and para position. It's react ortho bromoanisole and other one is para bromo. Ortho bromoanisole, para bromoanisole, and para product is major product. This one is minor. If it's react with nitric acid, concentrate, for required nitration, we need concentrate nitric acid and slightly concentrate sulfuric acid. This reaction is nitration. So in this nitration, we get orthonitro as well as para-nitroanisole, ortho as well as para-nitroanisole, or we can say methoxybenzene. Para is major product, ortho one minor product. These two reactions, one is halogenation, other one nitration. If we react with alkyl halide, means particular example CH3Cl, and Lewis acid, aluminium chloride, anhydrous, that one is Lewis acid in CH2, means non-polar solvent. Then what happen? This reaction known as Friedel-Crafts alkylation. In this Friedel-Crafts alkylation, what we get? We will get this ortho and para position. So we can write numbering here 1, 2, 3, 4, means 1-methoxy 4-methylbenzene. In this 1-methoxy 2-methylbenzene. Para product is major product and ortho is minor due to steric hindrance. Other one, if it's react with acyl halide, then Friedel-Crafts acylation, acyl halide. A particular example CH3COCl, means acetyl chloride and Lewis acid, aluminium chloride, that is anhydrous, moisture free in CS2 atmosphere, anhydrous. So this reaction known as Friedel-Crafts acylation, and the product is like this. Ortho position, we get a ether, ortho and para position product. By this reaction we convert into carbonyl compound, means ketones. This one is para product, is major product. So these are some reactions, major and minor. Means halogenation, nitration, Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation. One more reaction, if it's react with sulfonic acid, sulfur trioxide in presence of sulfuric acid, that is known as sulfonation. Then we get major product is sulfonic acid also in this at para position. Para and but ortho is very less, that is minor product, minor. Para is major due to less steric hindrance. So if we summarize, these are electrophilic substitution reaction. First one, halogenation, bromine in presence of acetic acid, that is a less polarized solvent, we get only ortho and para bromo. If we use bromine water, then all the positions can occupy 2,4,6 tribromo anisole can form. If we use concentrate nitric acid, sulfuric acid, we get ortho and para nitro anisole. Another one, Friedel-Crafts alkylation. In this Friedel-Crafts alkylation, this is activating group. We required CS3 and anhydrous aluminium chloride and weaker medium low temperature. So we get ortho methyl anisole or paramethyl anisole. Para is always major product due to less steric hindrance. If acylation, then we get ketones, that one ortho and para. So these reactions are very important. In sulfonation, fuming sulfuric acid we get, that is major product is para isomers. So these are electrophilic substitution reactions. All those compounds give that reaction that have aromatic system. Some substances are activating, other are deactivating. So ethers are activating, required slower condition. Now students, we solve some exercise question that is related to conversions. You know, in your exam at least 3-4 marks you will get in conversion. So first conversion is written, propene convert into propane to ol. Propane to ol. So in any conversion, at first what we observe, first we write the structure of the reactant and product. So first we will write its structure, propene, means first we write 3 carbon and ene at between double bond first and second. Then completes all the bonds by counting the valency of carbon. So this one is prop 1-ene or propene, and we have to convert into propane to ol. So again same number of carbon at second carbon OH. So we want to form this product. So in this, if we observe number of carbon atom remaining same and double bond is changed and OH attached at second carbon. So this reaction we can apply by hydration of alkene. In this, because this one is alcohol, secondary alcohol, तो alcohol can prepare from alkene by which reaction? Hydration of alkene. For hydration we need water in presence of acid, that is dilute sulfuric acid. In this reaction we use dilute sulfuric acid, and detailed mechanism no need to write in conversion, only the write reagent and change into product. So in this reaction what happen? Addition of water in presence of acid. First step protonation, then attacking of nucleophile, after then removal of proton. That three step we will already discussed in alcohol chapter. So now we no need to write its mechanism. It's addition of water according to which rule? Markovnikov rule. What is this rule? Addition of any substance, then high electronegative element attached that carbon having lesser hydrogen. So we want to add water. So in this water there is H ion, H and OH. OH attached that carbon having lesser hydrogen or at second carbon. So it can occur in one step. CH and OH attached at second carbon. So only one reagent we need, water and this. So this one is the conversion, means propene change into propane-2-ol. Only you have to write water in presence of acid according to Markovnikov rule. If this reaction occurs in this way, propene convert into propane-1-ol. Then how can we convert? So first we have to write its structure. Propene means this one, propanine or propene. So complete it, and we need propane-1-ol, means this type alcohol, primary alcohol, propane-1-ol. So now what is in this reaction? In this overall addition of water molecule according to anti-Markovnikov rule. So in this first we have to take hydroboration, then oxidation. Hydroboration means we have to take a reagent BH3, that is borane, as a dimer, diborane. When it's react, in detail reaction we already discussed in alcohol chapter. So in this boron and hydrogen attached like Markovnikov rule, because hydrogen electronegativity 2.1, boron 2. So high electronegativity is hydrogen. Hydrogen attached at this carbon and first carbon boron. So we get 3 mole. In this way it's convert into trialkyl borane. The compound change into tripropyl borane. Tripropyl borane. Its 3 mole react with borane. Further next step oxidation. Hydroboration, then further oxidation. This reaction is oxidation. In this reagent we use hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide in presence of aqueous sodium hydroxide, means in basic medium, aqueous sodium hydroxide. We know the shape of hydrogen peroxide, chair shape. Hydrogen peroxide shape is chair shape, and this bond is dissociate from this side. This bond is dissociate, both side we get OH ion. So the compound we get propane-1-ol. Propane-1-ol, and other one is boric acid. Other compound we get boric acid, electron deficient boric acid. So this is very important conversion. propene change into propane 1-ol, first hydroboration, then oxidation using hydrogen peroxide in alkaline medium, sodium hydroxide aqueous. So we get this. If that is normal addition, then no need to that hydroboration, only dilute sulfuric acid. So this one is difference. Now we'll discuss another conversion, that is next conversion, ethyl magnesium chloride into propane 1-ol. Ethyl magnesium chloride into propane 1-ol. Propane 1-ol. This conversion we want to apply. So first, what we will do? First we have to write its structure. Ethyl magnesium chloride means C2H5 ethyl and magnesium, then chloride. So this one is, students, Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent. And this reagent has characteristics property because metal carbon bond in this magnesium 1.2 electronegativity, carbon is 2.5. So shared electron move towards carbon side. So carbon bears negatively charged and magnesium positive charge. Due to this, this carbon act as a nucleophile, means as known as carbanion, act as a nucleophile. And we have to change the product is propane 1-ol, again propane 1-ol. So in this reaction, what we will do? First we observe there is 2 carbon, there one is 3 carbon. And this alcohol is primary alcohol, 1 degree alcohol. So preparation of Grignard reagent with primary alcohol means Grignard reagent react with only formaldehyde. So in earlier Grignard reagent reaction we already discussed, when Grignard reagent react with formaldehyde means methanol, then we get primary alcohol. So this one is Grignard reagent, methyl magnesium chloride, halide, negatively charged, this one positive. This act as a nucleophile, it attack. Why? Because this carbon is electron deficient due to the electron removed by oxygen. So this type of reaction we have to write from this carbon H, and it's form C2H5, otherwise H, one is oxygen. This oxygen MgCl, here is MgHCl. So first product. In this further second step, hydrolysis means H2O, then this bond is dissociate and we get the alcohol, primary alcohol, OH. And other product is MgOHCl. So Grignard reagent is very important and in this conversion. Although this year Grignard reagent conversion is reduced in your syllabus, but this compound is very important. Another conversion given related to Grignard reagent, methyl magnesium bromide. Methyl magnesium bromide convert into, the product is another conversion, methyl magnesium bromide into 2-methyl propane -2-ol. We have to prepare this compound. From methyl magnesium bromide, we want to prepare 2-methyl propane 2-ol. So first we write its structure. Methyl. Methyl means CS3 Mg Br a Grignard reagent. Again, the shared electron move towards carbon side. Difference of electronegativity. Negatively charged, this one positive. So this convert into methyl propane 2-ol. So first we write its structure. What we have to prepare? 2-ol means second 2-methyl propane 2-ol. First we have to write the correct structure of product. Then this alcohol is tertiary alcohol, and we are to given only CS3. So students, when we find tertiary alcohol means we have to react with ketone. If secondary alcohol, then other than formaldehyde. Primary, then reaction with formaldehyde. So it's react with a ketone. Which one ketone? That has only 3 carbon, because we need this group. So how can it react? It's attack at a nucleophilic addition reaction. This type reaction known as nucleophilic addition, because this carbon we have as a nucleophile. So we can write the product in this way: CS3, again CS3 and 1 oxygen. This oxygen attached magnesium bromide. Then further next step what happen? It is hydrolysis. And hydrolysis, this bond is dissociate. It's convert into 2-methyl propane 2-ol, and MgOH Br is remove out. So students, in this way you can find, first you write the correct structure of the reagent and product, and then think which type the reaction, which type reagent we use. Then you convert knowing all the reaction reagent, the conversion easily. So in this way this chapter is complete. Tomorrow we will start next chapter, aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acid. So if you have any problem, then write in comment box. We will consider in next video. And share the needy student, like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.